Our Trojans, with a 1-2 record, the Bulldogs with a 2-1 record, and so we'll find out what kind of a ball game we're going to have here in just a moment, as we're just moments away from kickoff. The Trojans look like they're pretty much ready down here as they're warming up along the sidelines, awaiting the arrival of the Bulldogs, and we'll have the toss of the coin coming up here in just a moment, and then the opening kick of our ball game. So the red and white clad with black helmeted Bulldogs, the Trojans in their home black uniforms, white numbers, orange outlines on the numbers, UDA on the helmets. So I think we're ready for this toss of the coin, and we'll be picking that up here in just a moment. As I mentioned before, it is a beautiful night here in the valley. A little muggy, but very, very nice evening for the fans to watch a football game. Virtually no wind going at all. In fact, the flag is dead still up here now. It's still at half-mast for the respect for those persons from New York and Washington and Pennsylvania who were killed in that terrorist attack 10 days ago. But we'll be ready to go here now with some action in just a moment. Co-captains for UDA tonight will be Zach Buffington, number 12. Number 9 is Stephen Minnick. We don't really have the names or numbers of the ball club from Tri-Valley, so we'll just pick them up as Mr. Klinger announces them during the course of the game.
Junior number 74, Derek Raymer. At right tackle.
Looks as though the Bulldogs have won the toss, and they will defer until the second half. So the Trojans will get the opening kickoff in tonight's ball game, and we'll see if we can generate a little bit of offense tonight, or in fact a lot of offense tonight, because we're probably going to need it against this Tri-Valley Bulldog team. So let's get going, fellas. Let's uncork the offense and get her going early.
Number 21, Jared Shortaway, senior.
On the near side, and Stephen Minnick on the far side of the field to receive this kick for UDA. They're the deep backs as the Bulldogs get ready to place the football here for the opening kick. Trojans have a decent sized ball club out here now. If we can just blow some holes open here and do some blocking and do some good tackling, we'll be all right. Otherwise, it's going to be a long night. So let's see how we can make out. I'd like to see them run this back, get some good field position. They've had a struggling offense, there's no doubt about it. So we're going to see what happens here now as the opening kick is ready to go. Following the opening kick, I'm going to be changing a battery here. I got a battery that's goofy, and I thought I'd try it tonight, and it didn't work any better than it didn't work the last time. So here we go. The opening kick's going to come down here and bounce over there for Stephen Minnick. Brings it out across the 25 to the 26-yard line. We'll see where they spot it. As a matter of fact, they're going to put it at the 27, so it'll be 1st and 10 for UDA on their own 27-yard line. Play from scrimmage, and boy, hit in the backfield right at the 25-yard line is Stephen Minnick. Stephen never got a chance to get that one going, as he'll lose a yard or so in the play. It'll be second down and, just about 12. So first play there, somebody come flashing in there. I mean, he really come in there like a shot. And knocked him back at the 25-yard line, where it'll be second down and along 11, just about 12. Smeltz lines up as the fullback. Zach in there as fullback with Minnick behind him. Buffington handing it off. Smeltz with it. Rips it out here for a couple of yards out to the 28 or 29-yard line. Pretty good gain by Zach that time, picking up 4 yards on the play. Bring up a 3rd and 7. Make it 3rd and 8. Trojans need to get a first down here now if we can. They'll put 2 flankers out on the near side. Wiest and Loesch will flank out on the near side of the field for UDA on this 3rd and 8. Buffington looking to throw. Fires one down the right side. Is going to be thrown incomplete. Intended for number 84 over there. Bryce Harmon, the intended receiver. But it goes as an incompletion, bring up a 4th down. So the Trojans will send Jeffries into the ball game to do the punting. He has been doing the punting all year long and has done a good job, too, as the punter for UDA. Jason Jeffries. Oops, wait a minute. We're going to get a 5-yard penalty called on UDA, I think, as we had a man illegally in motion here. Yep. Illegal procedure against UD. I think one of the line people might have pulled up a little bit quickly. So it'll be 4th and 13 now, and so that just moves the play back 5, and he'll do it again. Snap is perfect. Here's the kick. High, wobbly, and not too deep. It's going to hit out here at the 40-yard line and be down at the 43-yard line. So the Bulldogs will go to work in excellent field position now on the Trojan 43-yard line. 1st and 10 Bulldogs. First time the Bulldogs have had the offense tonight. Troutman is the quarterback for the Bulldogs. We'll pick up the other young fellas as we go along. They'll split the backs right behind Troutman here on this first play from scrimmage from the UDA 43. Quarterback wants to throw. Fires one down the left side over here. It is way out of bounds and incomplete. Kay Holden was the young fellow that was supposed to be able to catch that pass, but was thrown well out of bounds here and goes as an incompletion. Bring up a 2nd down and 10. 2nd and 10 now from the Trojan 43. Man in motion has the football. Number 21 cuts it upfield to the 35 and down to the 33-yard line he goes. It'll be very close to a 1st down. They'll probably indicate or measure. What are they going to do? Let's see. Referee's giving it the old evil eye over there. And he says that it is close enough to measure. So it's going to be close. The way it looks from here, might be a little short, but not much. It's 3rd down and something, I believe, but we'll find out. We'll stay right here and see what the measurement looks like. And it looks like it's going to be about a football length short. So that'll bring up a 3rd down and very short for the Bulldogs of Tri-Valley. 3rd and short yardage for the Dogs. We'll go in close on them and see if Troutman tries to sneak this one up or what. Now he'll hand it off, and up the middle with it they go for enough for the 1st down and then some as he drives it to the 27-yard line of UDA, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs on the Trojan 27-yard line. Trojan's going to have to tighten up that line in there as they're getting moved out of there by those Bulldogs. Bulldogs line up very close to the quarterback. They're not 6 or 8 or 9 yards deep. They're about 1.5 yards deep. In motion goes 21. This time it's 26 with the handoff. No, he's got a reverse coming back the near side here to the 20, to the 15, and down at the 15-yard line he goes. On a reverse that time. Surprising the Trojans a bit. And another 1st down for the Bulldogs now as they have the ball at the UDA 15-yard line. Just inside the 15. 1st and 10, Tri-Valley. Bulldogs on the move. They line up in the I formation this time to the Bulldogs. 2nd man through there is 21, and he is going to be grabbed after not much that time. Several Trojans in there on a stop. 61 got a hand on him that time pretty quickly. That's Drew Mace making initial hit on him, I think. Grabbed him by the leg or whatever.
Ball on the UDA 13.
It's second down and 8. Gain of 2 on that play. They'll stay in the eye in the backfield. Quarterback hands that one off up the middle with it. Down to the 5 goes Smith, I think it was. Tackled in there by Matt Loesch, making the stop on him along with Twietti. But yet another first down, and this will be first and goal from the 4 now. So the Bulldogs having it much their way here in the early going as they've marched from the Trojan 43, and now they have a first and goal on the UDA 4. So does not bode well here for UD unless we can stop them here, cause a fumble or something. Handoff is the 25. He's driving ahead for 6. Touchdown. So in about 5 or 6 plays, the Bulldogs have gone 43 yards and score the first 6 points of the ball game. An extra point try will be forthcoming here in just a moment, as the Bulldogs held the Trojans and Trojans unable to hold the Bulldogs.
How many plays was that? About 6? No, that's okay. They had that 7.
7-play drive, including an incompletion, gives the Bulldogs a 6-0 score. And timeout is going to be called by the referee. He's got a dead ball foul, delay or illegal procedure. Not sure what that was. Maybe too many men on the line of scrimmage, perhaps something like that. At any rate, that moves the point after attempt back to the 8-yard line, where it'll be attempted. Chalkaway will try to kick the point after. He'll be kicking this from the 15-yard line, sort of like a 25-yard field goal if he makes it. Snap's good, placement's down, kick is up, kick has plenty of leg, and it is good. So it's 7-0 here in the opening quarter of our ball game. We have 7 minutes 49 seconds left here in the first quarter. 7-0 Tri-Valley. And the Bulldogs will get set to kick off for the second time here in the early going of this ball game. And the Trojans again will send back Twietti as the near receiver, and Stephen Minnick on the far side of the field. The referee signals we're ready to go, and the Bulldogs will break the huddle, and Chuckaway will be the kicker for Tri-Valley. And here's his kick. It is going to be deep and high and taken back at the goal line, and they're going to call it a touchback as Minnick went into the end zone with that. And so it'll be brought out to the 20-yard line where the Trojans will put it in play, 1st and 10. Big kick that time by that Tri-Valley Bulldog. Wow. And the Trojans with 80 yards to go now for a TD. Trojan will line up this time with Twietti as a single set in the backfield. Wade Whitman there as a slot back. The ball is on the floor, or on the field rather. And I think covered by Buffington. I'll bring up a 2nd and 12. Or 13. Let's see where they put it back at the 17-yard line. So it'll be 2nd and 13. They'll try to run the same play this time, minus the fumble. And Buffington to throw. Fires one over on the far side. It is intercepted, and diving out of bounds with it at the 20-yard line goes one of the Bulldogs. And so the Bulldogs right back in control of the football again here now, as it's picked off at the 20-yard line. So the Tri-Valley will have it now 1st and 10 on the UDA 20. Well, the Trojans didn't plan on that happening, but hey, it happens. And the Bulldogs right back in business. Quarterback for the Bulldogs goes over center. That's Troutman. He'll hand it off 26 up the middle with it down to the 15-yard line. Picking up about 5 yards on the play. That's at Steve Smith. Langen's making the stop for UDA. Gain of 5 on the play, 2nd and 5. .6:48 remaining here in the first quarter. Tri Valley on the threatening side of things again here with a 2nd and 5 from the 15. QB wants to throw this time, has a man open over there at 21, and he will get down inside the 5 to maybe the 3 as Troutman found him wide open over there. Matt Loesch coming up to make the stop for UD, but boy, he was open, and the quarterback did not miss him, and so it's a 1st and goal again for the Bulldogs. Now this time the ball is marked actually at the 6-yard line where he went out of bounds over there. So 1st and goal from the 6 for the Tri-Valley Bulldogs. QB has it. He gets it jammed up in there, and he'll drive it to the 4-yard line. That handoff was kind of messed up, I think, as the Trojans almost tackled 2 guys that time and left him get ahead for about a yard or so, but down to the inside the 5. So we'll say 2nd and goal from the just inside the 5. As there's your football, and that's the 5-yard line. So call it what you will, it's awful close. Here we go on a 2nd and goal. Quarterback has it, cuts it up the middle, and he is in for 6. He cut it up field and got in there for 6 more. So it's now 13-0, and the Tri-Valley extra point will be coming up here in just a moment. Again, they will kick it, I would think. Chuckaway will again attempt to kick this ball over into Berrysburg somewhere. Here's the snap, here's the kick. It is deep, but I think it might be wide to the right. Let's see. Yep, it is wide to the right. Pretty good rush put on that time by the Trojans. Might have hurried his kick, I'm not sure. But anyway, the score remains the Tri-Valley Bulldogs 13, UDA nothing, with 5:42 remaining here in the first quarter of the ball game. And once again, Tri-Valley will tee up the football and kick it to the Trojans. Okay, here we go now with the kickoff. Chalkaway will try to kick this one into the end zone. Here it comes. Nope, this is a low line drive kick. Bouncing around here, picked up at the 12-yard line to the 15, to 20, the 25. Upfield comes Minnick with it, still on his feet. He breaks into the open, trips up here. He's got one man to beat, and he's gone. He had 2 guys out there that might have been able to throw a block, but they couldn't. And Minnick takes it all the way down to the 40-yard line of Tri-Valley. So kids doing a good job that time, not clipping on the play, but if he just could have got a block, they would have sprung Stephen Minnick for a long touchdown return, kickoff return. Well, the Trojans now, in the first time in the ball game, they are in Bulldog territory at the Bulldog 38-yard line is where they spot it. And now we have timeout called by the Trojans. Timeout Trojans with 5:27 left here in the first quarter. 10 UDA. This is going to be Smeltz. Smeltz trying to break a couple of tackles, but Zach just couldn't quite get loose that time. He was struggling. There's Zach the Ripper trying to get a couple of yards there with Kais hanging on him, but he just couldn't quite get going here. So he picked up a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 9. So try it again here now. 2nd and 9. Ball's at the 37-yard line. Smeltz lines up as the fullback with Tweedy in there as the running back this time for UDA. Pitches back over to Eddie. Eddie trying to turn aside, but boy, coming up quickly to make the stop. There are several Bulldogs. Several Bulldogs that time coming up to make the stop over there. Quickly closed in on Twee that time and throwing back for a loss of 2. It'll be 3rd down 11 now. Ball's back at the 40-yard, just inside the 40-yard line of Tri-Valley as Wade Whitmer checks out of the ball game for UDA. Wiest and Loesch will flank out on the far side of the field for Upper Dauphin on this 3rd down and 11 play. Buffington rolling the pass, gets a big rush, and he got away from a couple of guys who dump it ahead here now to Eddie. And Eddie will gain about 6 or 7 yards on the play, short of the first down. But they did have Buffington, Zach, trapped in the backfield, and he was very alertly able to scramble over there to the left and get rid of that ball. And completed a pass for about 8 yards, actually. It'll be 4th down and 3. Here comes Zach the Ripper off the field. 4th and maybe 4. Yeah, I'll have to agree with Mr. Klinger. 4th and 4 now. Trojans will go for it. They have no choice. From the shotgun they go. Here's Buffington looking, firing one over this way. It is incomplete. Wade Whitmer, the intended receiver, but Wade couldn't bring that one in. And so that turns the ball over now to the Bulldogs. They'll have it 1st and 10 on their own 33-yard line. 3 minutes 51 seconds remaining here in the opening period. 13-0 Bulldogs. I think Mike Ulick, the Bulldog coach, picked up his 100th victory here just a game or so ago. Whoops, wait a minute. We got some kind of motion here. Maybe the Trojans were offsides, or were they called off? We'll see. Dead ball foul, offsides, or encroachment against UD. 1st and 5. Ball out to the 38-yard line, or 37, whatever. 38. 1st and 5. 35's got it, and he'll bounce off a couple of people. Wait a second, the ball I thought one of these two guys here had it, but no, it's he's tackled after a gain of about maybe 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 2. Ball on the Trojan side of the 40-yard line, called the 41. 2nd and about 2. Quarterback hands it off, and going up the middle, 4 close to the 2 yards at any rate. Again, maybe a little too close to call it. No, the referee says it is a 1st down. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at the Trojan 44-yard line. 2:55 left here in the opening period. 13-0 Tri-Valley. Bulldogs moving south to north here at the ballpark. Troutman sends a man in motion, near side, goes back to pass, rolling, looking, fires one downfield. The man is out here. It is incomplete. Number 2 had his Trojan defenders beaten by about 2 or 3 yards, but couldn't haul that one in. So it'll go as an incompletion and bring up a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 for the Tri-Valley Bulldogs now. And timeout will be called by the Bulldogs, as the quarterback saw something he didn't quite understand, and so he called timeout. 2 minutes, 28 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. 13-0 Tri-Valley, and we'll be right back. Coach comes off the field. All coaches out here now as the time is set back in. 2nd and 10 for the Tri-Valley Bulldogs. They were throwing on the last one. We'll see what they do with this one. Quarterback still has it. Gets a hold, but then he's tackled on a nice tackle out there by Matt Loesch. Coming up and making a really nice tackle on him that time. Number 11 right there, Matt Loesch. Good job, Matt. 71 helping out. That's Justin Hunsberger, but Matt had him and would not let him go that time. Very alertly grabbed a hold of him. And so we've got a 3rd and 9. So the Trojans now looking to hold him here if we can on a 3rd and 9 play. He'll put a couple of flankers out on the far side of the field. In the I formation, they go in the backfield. Quarterback wants to throw from there. Rolls right. Still rolling. Putting some pressure on him. Oh, and the ball is knocked down over there on a good defensive play there by Minnick. He and Wade Whitmer over there also, but I think Steven might have got a hand on that one. And so it'll bring up a 4th down. So for the first time tonight, the Tri-Valley Bulldogs are looking at a 4th and 9, and so that means their punter will come into the ball game for the first time. 1:39 remaining here in the first quarter of the ball game. He gets an excellent snap and a kick. Nice high spiraling boomer down at the 8 or 16-yard line, he said. Okay. Minnick still on the move and is driven out of bounds on the far side of the field. What a nice run back by Steven. Looked like he took that back around the 9-yard line or something like that. And it'll be 1st and 10 UDA now. Okay, Steven received that kick back there on the 14-yard line, ran it to the 25-yard line, so 11-yard run back for Steven. As the Trojans go to work now. Let's see if we can generate any kind of offense. Handoff coming over this way with it is Twee. Twee still on his feet and drags it ahead for some tough yardage out there, picking up about 4 on the play, but Twee was hit earlier and would not stop. So good run back that time, or good run that time by Twee. And he picked up 5 actually out to the 30-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 5. One of the best runs of the evening for a Trojan back. Eddie lines up as the single set on this 2nd down and 5. Huffington would like to throw. Has a little bit of time now. Gets some protection. Fires one downfield. It is complete to Wade Whitmer. Wade will take it out at the 37-yard line, and that's going to be a 1st down for UDA. So that time, Zach Buffington really staying cool and calm back there. Rolled to his right and found Whitmer over the middle and hit him with a good pass. Some good pursuit, some good pass defense back there for UD that time, as there was a Bulldog in hot pursuit that time, but somebody, and I didn't catch who it was back there to run him off the play and allow Zach some time to pass. So good work that time. They put Zach the Ripper Smeltz in there now as a fullback. And the running back is Twee. Twee, following some blocking, drives it upfield to near the 40-yard line, picking up 2 or 3. See where they spot the ball. Looks like about 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. That's going to do it as the quarter is going to end right there. So the Trojans will have a 2nd down and 8. When we come back, the ball will be on the UD 39-yard line. Well, there's your score at the end of 1. Tri-Valley 13, UDA nothing. Okay, the 2nd quarter begins here now with Upper Dauphin within possession of the football. 2nd down and 8 from the 39. Back he rolls, dumps it over the middle, incomplete, intended for number 28, Joe Clark. But Joe had that one drop in front of his feet. He had no chance of picking that one off, so we'll try that again, I'm sure. Joe was open, but he didn't get the football near him. So we'll go as an incompletion, bring up a 3rd down and 8. Smeltz checks out of the ball game now on what looks like it could be a passing situation for UDA. We'll see. One set in the backfield. Uh-oh, the ball came loose. And I think Buffington fell on it. So that will be the end of that, as the brings up a 4th and 9, and the Trojans will have to punt the ball away, and that means Jeffries will come into the ball game again to punt this ball for UDA. Got a man coming off here. He's okay. Whoa, sort of a high snap, but Jeffries gets it away, hits it for the other end, gets a good UDA bounce. He's going to be picked up at the 24-yard line. To the 30, 35, upfield he comes here. Now he's going to look for some blockers. He's got some blockers, got a lot of running room, and he could go all the way, and he does. All the way after picking up that football down around the 20-some-odd yard line. So the Trojans get stung here with a big play on the punt that was run back very, very nicely by that young fellow from Tri-Valley, picking up some good blocking along the way, and they sprung him loose for 6. 19-0 the score, 11:02 remaining here in the third quarter, and it looks like the Bulldogs will perhaps attempt to kick this one.
Chuckaway to attempt the point after.
Chuckaway has the boot laced up here for the extra point try. Centering snap is good. Placement's down. Kick is up. The kick looks good from here. It is good. So at the 11:02 mark, there's your score. Tri-Valley Bulldogs 20, UDA Trojans nothing. Well, the Bulldogs will kick off for the 4th time here in the first half, as they have Chuckaway kicking it. Here's the kick. It is a strong kick. It's going to drive UD back to the 5. This is Minnick at the 10, 15 to 20, and he'll dive ahead to the 23-yard line, where it'll be put in play on the UDA 23-yard line, 1st and 10. The Trojans having all kinds of difficulties here tonight against this Bulldog defense. Will go to work again now on their own 24-yard line. Here we go on a 1st and 10. In motion goes Eddie over to the right side. Back to pass goes Buffington, looking over the middle. He dumps it incomplete, or incomplete. Yeah, we got a Trojan shaken up on the play. No, he's okay. That's that Ethan Waters getting up there a little gimpy, but he's going to be all right. It'll be 2nd down and 10 now for the Trojans, as Tweetti checks out of the ball game. Coming back in there is Stephen Minnick. They use Stephen as the single set on this 2nd down and 10. To pass, Buffington gets away from one would-be tackler. Now he fires it downfield. It's complete to Wiest, and Wiest rushing downfield. He may get caught as he cuts it back and tackled finally down at the 20-yard line. Justin Wiest with a fine reception and a good run that time for that young senior Justin Wiest. Wow. Way to go, Justin. Justin was busting down the field that time after he made that catch. That gives the Trojans a bit of excitement here in a 20-0 ball game, as they have the ball now on the 20-yard line. Again, their deepest penetration of the ball game. Hey, you know what I mean? Big gain that time, 50 or 55 yards, says Mr. Klinger. Fine job that time by the Trojans. 1st and 10 on the 20. Handoff coming up the middle here is Stephen Minnick. Steven will dive down to the maybe the 16-yard line, something like that. Gain of 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Place the ball at the 17-yard line of Tri-Valley. Wiest will check out of the ball game for UD, but you can believe he is one happy camper right now, as the Trojans put Wade Whitmer out as a flanker on the far side of the field. They have Zach the Ripper Smeltz at fullback and Stephen Minnick as the running back behind Buffington. They'll bring Wade Whitmer in motion. Pitch it back over here now for Minnick. Minnick tries to go around the left side, but not too much, as number 1 here for Tri-Valley come up and made a good low tackle on Steven that time. And probably, let's see, gain anything? No gain on the play. 3rd down and 7. .926 left here in the first half. Clock stopped with the out-of-bounds play. That didn't work at all, as they handed it off to Stephen Minnick, but Buffington, as soon as he handed it off, both the Stephen Minnick, the ball, and 1 or 2 Bulldogs were there at that same time. So that play, we'll throw that one out of the book. That one didn't work at all. Something happened, perhaps mis-executed, I suppose. At any rate, loss of about 3 on the play will bring up a 4th down and 10. Now, see what we do with this one. They'll run Minnick as a single set in the backfield. Trojans need 11 for a 1st down. And back to pass goes Buffington. Fires one over the far side, and it goes as an incompletion, and so the Trojans will turn it over. They got it down to the 20-yard line, but then that was as far as they could go, and they'll turn it over on downs. So the Bulldogs will take over now on the 20, where is it? See, around the 20, 21-yard line, something like that. 1st and 10 Bulldogs. From a single set in the backfield. No, they go. There's 2 back there. Never mind. Hand off is to the up man, and the up back takes it out to the 25-yard line, picking up a couple of yards, maybe 3. Eddie in there stop along with Loesch and Mattern. So it's a gain of 3, 2nd and 7. Ball just shy of the 25-yard line, and timeout now will be called by the officials for whatever reason. I'm not exactly sure. I think we might have had a minor equipment repair to one of the Bulldogs. And so we're looking at a 2nd and 7. Yeah, this time 29 will bump it ahead for a couple of yards. Bottom of that UD pile. Let's see who's down there. It's like, might be that Zach the Ripper Smelts. There's a Ripper making a stop that time. Not too much on that play. Bring up a 3rd down and a long 3. Ball is right at the 27.5-yard line. And on a 3rd down and 3, let's see how the Bulldogs like to play this one with 7:21 left here in the first half. They're going to throw it. Fires one over on the far side. It's incomplete. Intended for number 1 over there. Defended over there by Stephen Minnick. And so the Trojans have held them here now. And the Trojans will get the ball back with all kinds of time left here in the first half. Clock down to 7:14. Stopped with the incompletion. And so they'll punt this ball out of here. And of course, we all know that this punter can really has some legs. So we'll send back Minnick and Eddie to receive this punt. Good snap. And this one is going to go over on the far side. And let's see. Minnick will allow it to roll dead at the 23-yard line. 1st and 10, the Trojans right there. There are no flags on the field, so Trojans will take over 1st and 10 on the 23 of the Trojans. Trojans will start off here on the 23-yard line, 1st and 10, single set in the backfield for UD. Buffington would like to throw it. He's looking for a screen out here on this side, but it's incomplete. Intended probably for Stephen Minnick, but Stephen couldn't get himself untangled out here, and ball was thrown incomplete. So it'll be a 2nd down and 10. 2nd and 10 for the Trojans now from their own 23-yard line. Again to throw, looking, fires it down the side over there. It's complete for Wiest. Gain of about 6 or 7 yards, or 5 yards maybe on the play. Holden making a stop over there for the Bulldogs. Picked up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5 now for UDA. Going to stay back on his 3rd and 5 play if the Trojans elect to run this one. Well, let's see what they do on his 3rd and 5. We'll stay back here. To throw, looking, gets away, fires one downfield. It is incomplete, intended for Justin Wiest, but Justin could not come up with that one, and so it'll bring up a 4th down and 5 now, and the Trojans will be forced to punt that ball away. Jason Jeffries has the leg warmed up tonight for sure, and he's going to be called upon to punt this ball away again for UDA. He'll be stepping up to his own 20-yard line when he gets this one off. And he gets a pretty decent kick off that time. And it's going to go out of bounds over on the far side of the field. And the Trojans will, or the Bulldogs will put it in play on about the 37-yard line, something like that, where the Bulldogs will put it in play. We have 5:59 left here in the first half. Trojans with the football now on their own 38-yard line. Man cuts it up the middle as he got some good line blocking that time and opened up a nice hole to give him about 9 yards. It'll be close to a 1st down. In fact, the referee's got to look this one over again, and I think they're going to call it 2nd down. The 2nd down and less than a yard. Playing almost right out in front of us this time on a 2nd down and less than a yard. Here comes 22 with it. He's going to swing over this side. He is going to be, well, way into the secondary. He should have been tackled earlier, but Trojans just left him get off the hook. And finally, they bring him down out here at the 44-yard line of the UDA. So the Bulldogs starting to churn it upfield, heading south this time at the old ballpark. 1st and 10, Tri-Valley. Here comes that 26. He's going to spin it to the outside, but he gets to the 40-yard line before he's finally gang tackled by a bunch of Trojans. Loesch and Whitmer in there, along with Hunsberger and 58 Jeffrey Knoll. So the Trojans converged on him that time, picked up 4 to the 40-yard line. Be 2nd and 6. 4:33 left here in the first half of our ball game. Trojans on the short end of a 20-0 score. 21 in motion. He's got the football. Trips over the 40 down to the 35. Actually only got to the 37-yard line. Gain of a yard or so before the Trojans buttoned that one up. So it'll be 3rd down and just about 3. So UD defense doing a little better here at the moment. And we'll see if we can keep it up here now. A big 3rd down 3 play. 3rd and 3. First man through there has the football, and he's got the 1st down as he'll bring this one down to the 33-yard line, and we have a Bulldog down on the play. 60, he's okay. I think he might have got chopped in the neck or something the way it looks. Anyway, he's going to be okay. And it's a 1st down again for the Bulldogs now. The ball will be placed at the 33-yard line of UDA. 3:38 left here in the first half. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. 21 has it, cuts it over the left side, and it's got a couple of yards. picking up about a long 4, maybe 5 on the play. It'll be 2nd down 5 now. The Trojans giving up too much yardage on these running plays right now, and they just can't seem to stop the Bulldogs. They're not giving them real big stuff, but a couple of 3s, couple of 5s, things like that, and it adds up. In motion comes 22. Back to pass goes the quarterback. Fires one downfield. It is complete for a touchdown. That will be a 30 or 27-yard touchdown play, and a nice pass that time from the Tri-Valley quarterback. To the receiver out there, who was covered, it seemed, from here, at least at this angle, but made a heck of a catch out of it and took it in. So another nice play by those Tri-Valley Bulldogs, making it 26-0 with the extra point try coming up. Here's Chalkaway trying his PAT. Good snap, placement's down, kick is up. Kick is good from here. It is. So at the 2:46 mark here in the first half, it is the Tri-Valley Bulldogs 27, the UDA Trojans nothing. Okay, we've got her teed up here for another kickoff here by the Bulldogs, and here we go. Low kick, bounding around out here, picked up at the 35, or maybe it was the 25. Loesch still trying to gain something here. Gets out to the 32-yard line, and there's a flag for a little bit of personal foul called on Tri-Valley. So they'll mark 15 off against the Bulldogs, I think. And it's unlikely that, I mean, it's very likely that some kind of unnecessary baloney would happen in a game that's 26 to or 27-0 here in the first half. The Trojans showing surely getting a little bit frustrated out here, and Bulldog, of course, getting the call here this time. So you can expect maybe a little more of that as these two teams battle themselves here. 2:38 remaining in the first half. Bovington with Minnick as the running back in the backfield. Back to pass he goes. He could not get a pass off, and he was tackled as the pocket broke down for him, and it's 2nd down and 10. No gain on the play. Ball on the UDA 47-yard line on this 2nd down and 10. Again, with a single set, Bovington will probably try to throw one, hold everything. Got flags all over the place. That's a illegal procedure call against UD, so that'll back them up 5 and make it a 2nd down and 15. It's the 4th game of the season here tonight, and the Trojans still looking to get their squad together. It's been a bumpy road so far. Here's Zach Buffington. Zach's going to drop back, looking, dumps a screen over there for Eddie rather. Not too much on that one. As a matter of fact, he lost a pair. As the Bulldogs read that one real quickly, cut him down for a loss of 2. It's 3rd and 17. 1:17 left here in the first half. We'll stay back to look at this 3rd down 17 call. Back to pass goes Buffington. He is going to be smothered at the 35-yard line. Loss of 5 more on the play. Will bring up a 4th down and about 22. And the Trojans will be happy to punt this one out of here now with just 44 seconds remaining in the half. Clock is started, so we're down to 35 seconds as they'll ask Jeffries to punt this one out of there.
Jeffries back to kick.
Good snap. Kick comes right down the field where they have one man set at the 35, 40-yard line. 40, 50, 45, still on his feet, and he's going to get tackled at the 34-yard line of UDA.
By Kate Owens.
So that's where the Bulldogs will put it in play with 15 seconds remaining here in the first half. 15 ticks on the clock. And the Bulldogs own the ball on the UDA 33-yard line. First and 10. And timeout's going to be called by the Bulldogs. Timeout on the field. 15 seconds remaining in a 27-0 ball game here in the first half, that is. And Bulldogs with a timeout. Bulldogs getting set to put it in play now. They'll have a chance for one, maybe two if they throw the ball and it's incomplete. They might get two plays off. Otherwise, could be the final play of the first half. We'll see. Quarterback would like to throw. He's rolling. Fires one downfield. It is complete. And he'll be down at the 23-yard line. And timeout immediately called with 7 seconds remaining as the play is short of the... Well, it might be close to a first down. Let's see. Wow. It's got to be close. You see the line marker and the down marker over here. I guess they're not going to measure it, but let's see. Or are they going to? No, my gosh, you got to call for a measurement there. The sticks are on top of each other. But anyway, they're not going to. And with only 7 seconds left, I guess it doesn't matter much. There's only going to be a play remaining, but I've never seen. What would you call this, fellas? Second in centimeters, huh? Wow. My gosh. The sticks are rubbing over. They could start a fire the way those sticks are leaning against each other. Got to go for a field goal. Chalkaway will attempt a 40-yard field goal. Here, we'll watch this one. He can do it. Snap down, placement's good. Kick is up. The kick is no good. Short. Little bit short. And so that'll do it as the time expires here in the first half of the ball game. And the score at halftime is the Tri-Valley Bulldogs 27. The UDA Trojans waiting to get on the board. And we'll be right back for the second half in just a moment.
It's a red ticket tonight.
Well, the Trojans heading back to the field now following the halftime timeout. Look for a heavy chore ahead of them here as they trail 27-0. But there's still a bit of enthusiasm shown here, so that's a good sign as they come on the field here now. And they know they got a tough road to hoe here, but I think they'll be giving it a good effort here as we get the second half underway.
Ticket 405, 527.
Well, the Trojans are obliged to kick off to the Bulldogs to begin the second half of play, and Joe Clark has teed it up here for UDA, and he'll be getting set to kick off here in just a moment. As we're ready to go, let's see if the game changes complexion in the second half or not. It's a good low kick taken back here at about this 13-yard line. And up the middle he comes with it all the way out to the 34-yard line before he's gang tackled by any number of Trojans. Out there, including that number 54 getting off the bottom of that pile for UDA. That's Adam Dietrich. And so it'll be put in play, first and 10 on the 34-yard line of the Bulldogs.
Sorry, that's at the 34-yard line.
First and 10, here they go. No runners set in the backfield. Now they try to set a guy. He's got the football, 32. Bursts over the 35 to the 37-yard line, picking up about 3 on the play. Maybe 4. We'll see where they mark it. Long 3. Be second down and 7. Zach the Ripper Smelts. And they're on a stop for UD. Second and 7. Tri-Valley lined up that time with no one behind the quarterback. Now they have those splits back there. In motion comes 21. Set man gets the ball, though. It only gets a yard or two before he's tripped up pretty nicely. Zach the Ripper coming up again to make the stop for UDA. Gain of a couple of yards will be 3rd and 5. Ball spot at the 39-yard line now of Tri-Valley. Big 3rd down 5 play here. Going to stay back just a little on this 3rd and 5. Quarterback acts like he wants to throw. Fires it downfield, is complete at the 50-yard line. Gets bounced out of here by Wade Whitmer at about the 47-yard line, where it'll be a 1st down for the Bulldogs.
1st down for the Dogs inside Trojan territory.
Ball spotted at the 48-yard line of UDA. 1st and 10. 32 goes in motion. Ball is on the ground, and let's see who's got it. Not sure. Looks like the Bulldogs might have it. Yeah, they do. Ball came loose in there and squirted down to the 43-yard line of UDA. A gain of 4 on the play, or just about 5. We'll call it 2nd down and 5.
5 yards.
About 4 for the Dogs, 2nd and 6.
There we go. Nope. Oh, a good run. Justin Mattern making the stop in there for UD that time. Number 77 for the Trojans. Good stop. And this is going to be close enough to measure and see if the Bulldogs have made it from here. It looks as though they have, I would say. We'll see. We'll stay here and take a quick peep at them. I think they have it. Yep, they do, by about a football length or so. So it's 1st down Tri-Valley on the 40 or the 37-yard line.
37.
Bulldogs on a 1st and 10. This time for the I from an I formation in the backfield. .32 going down the right side, cuts it outside to the 20, to the 15, and out of bounds.
Wade Whitmer, but we got a flag on the play, so hold
Might have holding back here. There's a flag on the play. We'll see what the call is. Illegal procedure called against the Bulldogs, nullifying a fine run. And gives the Trojans a break here now as this one's coming back.
Newport, Williams Valley 32, Newport 14.
Illegal formation is what the referee tells us it was. I'll bring the ball back to the 43-yard line. It'll bring up a 4th and 15. So the Trojans dodged the bullet that time. 1st and 15. QB looks to roll right. Looks like he wants to throw it. He'll fire it down there, incomplete. Stopping the clock with 9:07 left here in the 3rd quarter. And bring up a 2nd down and 15. 2nd and 15 now for Tri-Valley. QB to throw. Little screen over the far side. He dropped it and hold everything.
Yeah, it was lateral though. He can pick that up and go. Spot it right there.
Now the officials are going to talk about this because you could see from here that there was a lateral pass. And even though he did drop it, it should have been allowed to be run or whatever. They're going to repeat the down. Okay. Yeah, that's what he said. It was their fault. They're going to make it 2nd down. Yep.
I think that was an inadvertent whistle. They're going to replay it down.
Ooh. Well, that is a disagreeable argument, but you could see plainly here that it was a lateral pass. It was a lateral pass for sure, and the man should have been tackled there for a loss after he did end up picking up his own fumble. And now timeout's going to be called by the Bulldogs. No? We have exactly 9 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Still 27-0 Tri-Valley. Okay, now we're set to go with a 2nd and 15 for the Bulldogs from the UDA 43-yard line. QB wants to throw. He's looking. He's going to take it and fire it downfield. It is incomplete. Intended for number 21. Chalkaway was the intended receiver, but the Trojans with 3 defenders back there. There they go. And the ball goes to an incompletion to bring up a 3rd down and 15. Third and 15. QB wants to throw it again. Fires it way deep, and this time it's going to be incomplete. No way in the world was Chewy going to be able to catch under that one or get under that one, so it goes as an incompletion. Trojans with Jeffries and Whitmer out there defending on the play that time for UD. What brings up a 4th down and 15, and presumably the Tri-Valley Bulldogs will punt this ball away. 25 does the punting for Tri-Valley. We'll see what he does here. Holden's a punter, gets a good snap and a kick. Going to be angled over this way, and Minnick has it at the 12-yard, or Eddie rather, at the 12, and he's tackled almost immediately at the 12-yard line. So it'll be put in play by the Trojans, 1st and 10 on their own 12.
Will take over about their own 11-yard line here. On their first possession here in the second half. Possession staying on Monday, October 1st of the Line Mountain JV game.
From the eye go the Trojans here from their own 11 or 12-yard line. Tweedy, following some blocking, gets maybe a yard or so. Not too much on that one. Twee was bottled up pretty quickly there. Not much, a little less than a yard. Second and just about 10.
There he is again.
Whoa. Just about picked off out here by Paul Shuey. There is a flag where some holding might have occurred. It does against UD. Holding against UD. Almost signaled the first time against Tri-Valley, but holding against UD. Take the ball back to about the 7, I suppose. We'll see. Take the ball back to the 4. To pass. Fires one over this way. Incomplete. Intended for Wiest, I guess. But way out of there. And it will be 4th down coming up. Or 3rd down. Third and about 16. I think the Bulldogs are coming this time. Over the middle. Go incomplete. Intended for Loesch.
Good hit.
Watch Snyder. Breaking things up there. And it'll bring up a 4th down for the Trojans.
4th and 16 coming up for UD now, as they'll be punting from the shadow of his own goalpost back here. He'll be deep in the end zone to get this one out of there. So let's see if the Bulldogs give it a big rush. They send one man back to receive this kick. Good snap. Excellent snap. Kick comes over this way and out of bounds at about the 23-yard line or something like that. Well, about a 17-yard punt. And the Bulldogs will take over in great field position here at the UDA 23-yard line. 1st and 10, Tri-Valley. Got 7.5 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. We got a illegal substitution coming into the ball game for the Tri-Valley Bulldogs, and so that's going to back them up 5, I guess, or so. Yeah, back 5, back to the 28-yard line.
28-yard line, 1st and 10.
So we'll see if that costs them. Okay. 1st and 15. Up throws 32, spins it off the right side, misses the tackle, and drives it inside the 10 to about the 7. And a flag is thrown back here. Someone may have been holding. How about that? Someone might have held. He did. So a big mistake made by the Bulldogs. They'll walk this one back all the way back to the original line of scrimmage, which should be around the 24-yard line, maybe 1 yard deep. It'll make it 1st and 11. First down and 11. He's going to try it on this side. Here comes that 21. He looks like he could all the way. He did. Touchdown. So in 2 or 3 plays, Tri-Valley runs that one in from 24 yards out. And makes the score 33-0 with 7:01 left here in the third quarter. And the Tri-Valley Bulldogs will be attempting yet another extra point.
Actually 24.
Snyder will attempt the extra point, Snyder will hold for the extra point. Here's the kick. That one looks pretty good from here. Nope, no good. No good. Off to the left this time. So he missed a couple tonight. And that leaves the score 7:01 remaining here in the third period. 33-0 Tri-Valley. Okay, the Tri-Valley Bulldogs have it teed up once again here tonight on the 40-yard line as they're ready to kick off to our Trojans. A long ball game tonight. It's already 20-9, and we've got 7 minutes and a whole quarter to play. Here comes the kick. Right down over on the far side it goes. It's going to go into the end zone for a touchback, and that'll automatically bring the ball out to the Trojan 20-yard line. Trojans will have a 1st and 10 on their own 20. First and 10 from the 20. Huffington looking. Fires one down this way. He got a man out here, but it's overthrown into the sideline. Justin Wiest, the receiver out there on that play, the intended receiver. It'll be a 2nd and 10. Well, a 2nd and 10. Whitmer and Wiest will flank out on the near side of the field at the left side of our screen. In motion goes Eddie. Back to pass he goes. Fires one. Ooh, incomplete. Intended for number 84 out there, Bryce Harmon. But right off his fingertips. You know, Bryce, had he had been able to haul that one in, he might have been off to the races because he was slanting in there real nicely and just couldn't quite capture that one. But it's a good effort and goes as an incompletion. Be a 2nd down and 10.
Not totally. I think it was only a 4-yard plunge.
3rd and 10 for UDA.
3rd and 10 make it. To throw again. Passes one over this way. That's incomplete. Fourth down coming up. Jeffries getting ready to punt this one away for UDA.
See, you said that one.
Good snap. And the kick high, but not too deep this time. Gets a good UD roll, however, and goes all the way down to the 45-yard line. All right, downed out there by Stephen Minnick. So the Bulldogs will have it 1st and 10 on their own 45-yard line. They got 6.5 minutes remaining here in the 3rd quarter. They have that 33-0 lead. And the Trojan defense will try to stop them once again. It's not been very easy tonight. At times, the Trojans have looked very good, stopping them on a couple of series, but some of the other ones now, as time wears on and the young fellows wear down, why, it will not be easy. 1st and 10. 32 in motion. He's got the football, goes around the right side, still on his feet, breaking some tackles and gets all the way down to the 46-yard line. It'll be close to a 1st down, maybe a little short. It's going to be close enough to measure, they say this time, so we'll see about a measurement. We'll be right back. They were about 3.5 millimeters short that time, and so it'll be 2nd down and that distance for a 1st down. The ball right at the 45-yard line, just in on the UD side of the 45, as you can see it there. Or 20 something again. Has the 1st down this time as he picked up about a yard. Stopped in there by several Trojans. Jeff Noel, Wade Whitmer, and Zach the Ripper in there on the stop. Picked up a yard on the play and bring up a 1st and 10 now from the Trojan 43-yard line. Yeah, make it the 44. That's right. 1st and 10 from the UDA 44. Hey, nothing doing that time. Mattern's got a hold of him. Kyle Weist also in on the play, but lost a yard. He's 2nd and 11 now. Good stand that time for UD. On a 2nd and 11. 32's got it. Trying to go around the right side. He's got some running room, and then more. Nearly a 1st down, picking up 11 or 10 on the play. Will make it a yard short of the 1st down, and make it a 3rd down and 3rd down and a yard and a half.
Trojan 30-yard line. 35, I'm sorry, 35.
Ball at the UD, just outside the UD 35. 3rd down and a long yard and a half. Quarterback keeps it this time, and he's got the 1st down, and the ball might have come loose in there. I think UD has the ball. Trojans have picked it up. And UD will put the ball in play now on the 32-yard line, stopping the Tri-Valley Bulldogs on the fumble recovery. And so the Trojans will have 4 minutes and 16 seconds to work with here in the 3rd quarter. Single setback there will be Stephen Minnick. Buffington rolls over here to look to the throw. Fires one downfield. It is incomplete. Overthrew Weist that time. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 10. Matt Loesch is the quarterback for the Trojans beginning this series. Matt's got it. Gets a block. Look, throws it downfield. Incomplete. Again intended for Justin Weist. A lot of pressure put on back there by Rudy of the Tri-Valley Bulldogs, and Matt had to run for his life that time as he got rid of the ball, took a whack.
We got to start chanting.
It'll be 3rd and 10. Third down. Loesch looking. Fires one deep. Got a man out here. It's Wade Whitmer. Whitmer's got it. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Nice catch that time by Wade Whitmer. They'll spot him at around the 31. 32. Spot at the 32. Nice job that time by Wade Whitmer from Matt Loesch. Wade had to wait just a little bit for it, but he had beaten his man by a couple of 2 or 3 yards, and so he completed a nice pass play there. First and 10, UD has it on the 32-yard line of the Bulldogs. Firing one downfield. It is incomplete, intended for Wiest. 3:46 remaining in the third quarter. Second down and 10. Trojans in the I formation this time. Could be running, could be passing. Loesch rolls over to the left. Looking, fires one downfield. It is intercepted. Number 9's got it, and he'll cover it back here before he's tripped up by Twietti. But John Klinger picks that one off for the Tri-Valley Bulldogs, and that's going to give the Bulldogs the football back now with 3:35 left here in the third quarter. The ball will be spotted at the 28-yard line of Tri-Valley.
I know, but they won't come after you because you're aggressive.
First and 10 Bulldogs. Second man through is coming through. He might go all the way. 32, Walchak. He's got a couple of guys to beat. Breaks one away from one guy, but then a nice tackle made by Twietti, making the stop here for UD, because that young fellow was on his way, Malochik. Wow. All the way down to the 24-yard line of UD, but a 50-yard scamper that time by that Malochik of the Bulldogs. Ball will be on the 24, first and 10 for the Tri-Valley Bulldogs. Boy, they get the openings there. There's no question about that. Big openings. 40 again with a big opening. Going around the right side before he's tackled out there by Wade Whitmer. The Wade of Whitmer making a stop that time. Gain of 7. It'll be second and 3. Ball's on the UDA 18 now as the Bulldogs have it a second and 3. Quarterback keeps it this time, or no, he didn't. He handed it off to somebody. First down. Picked up about 4 in the play. Be a first down to the 15-yard line. Ball standing right on the, or laying right, well, just a bit inside the 15. And it's going to be first and 10 from just inside the 15 of Upper Dauphin. 32 has it, and this time somebody's got him wrapped up pretty nicely. Looks like number 65 maybe out there for the Trojans. Alec Langens making a stop. Minute 38 and the clock moving yet here in the third period. A loss of 3 on the play. It'll be second down 13. Second and 13. 32. Over this side, finally stopped in there with a good tackle made by that number 34, Zach the Ripper Smelts for UD. Brings him down at the 14-yard line. Picked up just about 4 on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 9. Ball's at the 14-yard line. 3rd and 9. Pass in the end zone. Man is there all by himself, and he's got the touchdown. Holden with the 14-yard touchdown reception. And extra point try coming up here in just a moment. Here's the extra point try coming up now. Kick is up. Kick is good. Score, there's your score with 33 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. It's 40-0 Tri-Valley. Okay, the Tri-Valley Bulldogs getting ready to kick off again. And here they come. Kick is going to be taken out here at about the 11 or 12, something like that. Whoa, Steven is banged into out here at the 32-yard line as he is stopped cold out there. And it will be 1st and 10 for UDA. 20 seconds remaining, and the clock is moving on down here now as Loesch remains in there at quarterback for the Trojans. Smelts and Minnick in the backfield. Loesch has it, keeps it, got to rush it upfield, got a couple of good blocks out there and get some good yardage out to the 44-yard line. Just about a 1st down run that time for Matt Loesch as the quarter has come to an end. But it is a 1st down for Matt Loesch, and that'll do it at the end of 3. Here's your score. At the end of 3, it's 40-0 Tri-Valley. 12 minutes to play. Okay, 1st down now for the Trojans. Loesch hands this one off up the middle with it for a couple of yards, maybe 2. Goes Tweedy across the 45. Well, he picked up 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7. All right, 2nd and 7 from the Upper Dauphin 47-yard line we go. And they'll drive it up the middle again to the 40 or to the 50-yard line, picking up about almost 3 more, at least 2 anyway. Bring up a 3rd down and 3. The Ripper ripping for a couple yards that time. Okay, 3rd and 3. Right out here in front of us from the 49-yard line. Whoop, fumble on the play. Loesch picks it up, and he's going to hang on to it. Get tackled for a loss of maybe a yard or so. Bring up a 4th down for UDA. 4th down and 5. The Trojans will go for it here. Loesch will drop back, getting a big rush. And he's still on his feet, though. Now he'll fire one over here to a man who's in the open. This is Eddie. Eddie down the right side over here, all the way down to the 20-yard line. So they had Matt Loesch by the leg, but Matt didn't give up. He didn't go down. He just stood his ground out there. Finally found Eddie on the right side over there and was able to dump a pass to him. So good effort that time by Matt Loesch and a good reception and run then by Eddie. Kind of bobbled it at first, but I believe he couldn't believe he was that open. Probably there was no one around by that time. I guess they thought they had Matt in the backfield. So it's the 1st down for UD. The ball at about the 19-yard line. of Tri-Valley. Trojans trying to at least spoil the shutout. Ooh, there goes Loesch. Not much on that one. This time Matt has it, but some kind of a busted play that time. He was supposed to hand it off to somebody, and there was nobody there, and Matt ended up with the football. So.
It was a poor read.
3rd and 11 coming up. Timeout's going to be called by UDA. 3rd down and 11. 3rd and 11. Here's Loesch passing. Fires one downfield. It is going to be caught by Wade Whitmer, and Wade down to the 3. Oh, he just couldn't quite get in there. What a fine reception by Wade Whitmer, who stole it away from that Tri-Valley Bulldog. Was right with him, but Wade able to grab that one and hang on. And we've got a 1st and goal for the Trojans from the 2-yard line. Wow. Can they get in? That's the question. We'll see. All right, here we go. 1st and goal. It's going to be Loesch. Loesch will be able to dive in there for a touchdown. So the Trojans get on the scoreboard here with 7:41 remaining in the ball game, and Matt Loesch takes one in from 2 yards out for the TD. All right, well, we didn't get shut out anyway. Trojans will go for 2. Loesch to throw. Fires one over this way. It is incomplete, off the hand of Bryce Harmon. And that'll do it. So the Trojans get on the board, however, and that'll make them feel just a little bit better about a otherwise rather awful night. And we'll be right back. So there is your score with 7:41 remaining here in the ball game. $3,910 the fans have donated with their gate receipts from the ball game tonight, and the collection, the donation that they received by going through and soliciting the fans. And so that will go to the New York Relief Fund for the firemen and police officers up there who lost their lives 10 days ago. So what a great tribute, and we must thank all the fans, the Tri-Valley fans and the UDA fans. So here's the kick, coming down here to the 10, the 15, he's up at the 20, the 25, the 30, follows some blockings, 35, spins it around the other side to the 45, the 50, breaks the tackle, still on the, then he went out of bounds with it. Okay. Well, he was really maneuvering his way upfield, but then finally got bumped out of bounds, lost the ball out of bounds over there at about the 41-yard line of Upper Dauphin. So the Bulldogs will put it in play 1st and 10 on the Upper Dauphin 39-yard line, okay, on the UDA 39-yard line. Trojans and Bulldogs playing a heck of a game out here tonight, have got to be pooped. And I'm sure they are. So we'll go on a 1st and 10 from the 39. Handoff is the 45. Over the left side, he dives into a couple of tacklers over there, number 2 and number 8 for the Trojans. That's Jimmy Enders, and number 8, Kyle Wiest, making a stop over there for UD. 6:45 left. 7 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 3. Whoop, ball loose, and on the ground it goes. I think Tri-Valley has recovered his fumble. Loss of a couple of yards on the, or no loss, 3rd and 7. Then back to the 36. From the I formation it goes. QB will hand it off 45, trying to go up the middle, but he is going to be stopped immediately. Somebody making a good stop out there for UD. Looks like it might have been that number 20 or number 8. Kyle Wiest on the bottom of that pile. 20 with an assist, Brent Hill. Alex Peters also out there on a stop, they say. So it'll be 4th down and 4. 4th and 5. Quarterback's keeping it. Number 9. He's running it down here close to the first down. If he doesn't have it, it'll be awfully close. I believe he may have a first down. Let's see. Yep. Nope. First down. First down. 5:12 left here in the ball game. Clock will remain running, I'm sure, now with a 40-6 score. And the ball will be spotted at the 28-yard line of UDA here with a 1st and 10 for Tri-Valley. .45 again, cuts it off tackle. Upfield he goes, breaks the tackle, and then he's going to be smacked down at about the 22-yard line as Austin Markle comes up and puts a heavy hit on him. Gain of 8 on the last play. Makes it a 2nd down and 2. Second and 2 from the I. Go the Bulldogs. Second man, the running back 40. Spins around the right side. And a hold will be called down here on the Bulldogs. No question about that one. Flag on the play. 4:03 left in the game. Holding is the call against the Tri-Valley Blue Jays, so they'll put the Tri-Valley Bulldogs, so they'll put the ball in play now. The clock is running. 3:55. Ball spotted at the 31-yard line of UDA.
Looking down about 7 here.
40 follows the blockers across the 25 to the 24-yard line. Looks like Sims on the tackle, and also Joe Clark, I think, in there on that stop for UDA as well. Ball spot at the 24-yard line. Gain of about 2 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 5. 3 minutes, 20 seconds left, and the clock continues to move on down. Up the middle with it goes 45, leaps into the secondary and gets down to the 15-yard line. Another first down for the Tri-Valley Bulldogs. Robbie Mutter making the stop in there with Drew Barter for UDA. The Tri-Valley Bulldogs with another first down inside of 3 minutes to play now at 2:53 and counting on down. Game 2 hours and 10 minutes old right now. 2:44 left. 1st and 10. 40 with it. He's not going to go anywhere this time as he is racked up pretty quickly by 3 or 4 Trojans in there. And Drew Mace being one of them. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 12. 2nd and 12. Pitch over there to that 18 guy. 18 scrambles up over the left side for a couple of yards. Picking up about 2 or 3. It'll be 3rd and 8. Minute 45 left right now. So, a couple of more plays there, and this one will be history. 9 wants to roll right. He wants to throw. Fires one in the end zone. Man is out there, but he overthrows him. They're going to throw a flag on that one. And interference, I think, will be called on the Trojans on the play. Yep, interference on UD. First down with 1:23 left here in the game. That'll take the ball all the way down to the 7-yard line, where they'll put it in play down to the 6-yard line. So it'll be first and goal for the Bulldogs. 45 gets down to the 3 maybe, or 4. Actually, second and goal from the 6, actually. He didn't make anything. Second and goal from the 6, yeah. Nothing on that one. 50 seconds left. 45 picks his way across the middle down to the 2 or 1. With 40 seconds left, now down to 36 seconds. 30 seconds remaining.
Third and goal for the Dogs at about the 2-yard line.
Third and goal for Tri-Valley from about the 2 with 18 seconds remaining. The quarterback keeps it, and he can't get in there. No. Nope, cannot get in. And it'll be fourth down with 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And that's going to do it as the buzzer goes to end this ball game with a final score of Tri-Valley 40, the UDA Trojans 6. So Trojans take one on the chin here tonight at the hands of these Tri-Valley Bulldogs, who are tough and run their record to 3-1. The Trojans go 1-3. So we'll see you next week as we travel over to Lion Mountain, I believe it is, next Saturday night, and see if the Trojans can regroup and put up a good fight over there at those Lion Mountain Eagles. So we'll see you then. Good night. Congratulations to Coach Schlickney and his Tri-Valley Bulldogs, who have played a really good ball game tonight against our Trojans. See you later.